Why, good evening to y'all. Yeah, you see it. It's backwards. So that is what we were talking about today. Unfortunately, I'm not in the wolf caves, but that's because things kind of went a little bit wonky when we showed up. So this is my start video for part 2 of the wolf caves. This part's going to show you guys a lot about the grounds, kind of what it's like, what they do, how it came about, why the park actually is an off-road park now, and what it was before. So you're going to want to see this. This is pretty cool. And I mean, because it's really informational and it's actually pretty, again, it's pretty darn cool. So let's get started, you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, LSSCN. Yep, that. Anyways, let's get going. Here we go. So if I'm correct, you guys, the Wolf Caves got its name because there is some cave or rock formations that somebody once saw a wolf by, and so they called those formations the Wolf Caves, and then they just started calling the park the Wolf Caves. Now, the Wolf Caves off-road park, it wasn't always an off-road park. If I can be completely honest with you, how they explained it to me is it actually used to be like a pecan farm or peanut farm. And somebody kind of brought up the opportunity to them and said, hey, you've got a massive, awesome piece of property here. We would all love to use it for off-roading. How would you feel about making an off-road park here? And then that's when they started to make an off-road park. Now, when I talk a little bit about the building, the new building that they have, the new building got paid for by proceeds and things from people coming in to support the grounds, but they also use those proceeds to keep up the trails, make sure things that are clean and things like that. But we also need to do our part to tread lightly and make sure we pick up our own stuff, pack out what we pack in. So it was a phenomenal experience, but here we go. No, we're here! Whee! There's guys out there, there's a bunch of guys. So you turn right. Oh my word, I cannot believe we're here, babe.
Yeah, babe.
I cannot believe it. How you feeling?
Awesome.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Feel even better in the morning when we're off-road.
Oh my word. I cannot believe we're here. So excited. We're checking in. We barely made it in time. So we're going to check in. Oh, is this just like a waiver kind of thing? Yes. Oh, okay. So we signed the waiver on these puppies. Oh, how cool.
Each one of us need to do one? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. How cool. Tap here to sign in.
Well, this one has a passcode.
What did you... Oh, do you need a passcode? Next page. Okay, so I guess this is the waiver, guys. So sign here. Oh my gosh, protein. Okay, adopt signature. Very cute. Very nice. Sky, come here. How you doing, babe? So she's saying, so they gave us these wristbands, and they actually smell like citronella, so they keep the bugs away from you. How cool is that? Because it is super humid here. So we're staying in these little cabins on the premises, you guys, which is rad. And I think we're in what, cabin 4, babe?
Babe, this guy's got to talk to us.
Okay. Hey, Crush Con's coming off the trailer. Yeah. Moving on, moving on. Chewy's next. Really quickly, what I've just learned is that here at the Wolf Caves, you're about 15 minutes from anywhere that you can get gas and such. We did not fill up the Jeeps. So because of that, we're going to have to run these Jeeps, our rigs, into town to go fill them up with gas because we've already taken them off the trailer to make it easier to get stuff into the cabin. So we're gonna go run around in our Jeeps back to Mason, Texas, and that's where you go to get stuff. And funny thing, the grocery stores are closed right now, but one of the grocery stores is actually called Lowe's, and it's a grocery store, not a home improvement, which totally threw me off. But because we forgot pillows, we need to go find a Walmart, and that's in Mason, or Brady, which is about 25 minutes that way or 15 minutes back behind me. So here we go. We've got a whole nother venture happening at the moment, plus find gas. So here we go. All right, you guys, as I'm sitting here pondering what had happened, when it had happened, it's so hard to think about how everything unfolded. So when we got to Mason, Texas, we pull in, we unload the Jeeps, and you're gonna understand this in a minute. We unload the Jeeps because we're like, hey, all the stuff's in there. It's easier to get everything in the cabin because the trailer's parked further away. Unload the Jeeps, and then we're like, well, we forgot the pillows, right? So we need to go find pillows. We also need to get groceries. We need to get gas. Well, TJ didn't want to take his Jeep into town because, again, it's further away. This is at night that we're traveling on a 2-lane split highway, really late at night. The Walmart was the only thing open, and we had very minimal time to get there. We were going 75 miles an hour. So that Brady, we traveled a total of 70 miles. And we kind of booked it because we needed to get down there quickly to get there before they closed. So let's think about this for a second. We get down there, we come back, we wake up the next morning, we wheel all day. Mind you, we always do bolt checks. The last bolt check that was done on my rig was before we left home and put it on the trailer to go to Texas. So that leads me to my next thing. We wheel all day, we're tired, we're dirty, it's buggy, we just want to go take a shower. So we take my doorless Jeep at night, go down to the showers. So we shower, we get out, we get back in the Jeep, and we try and book it back to the cabin so we didn't have a bunch of bugs on us, even though the doors were off. We hammered down. Funny thing is for some reason, I heard something in the wheel. Normally for me, I'm like, man, it's just a rock, there are beadlocks, all sorts of stuff gets caught in those. But for some weird reason, I had this intuition that I need to look out there. This is at night. So I look out there and thank God my rock lights were on. And I look down, and now you're gonna see and hear the rest of what happened. Yeah, here we go. All right, so if this isn't bad news, as you can tell, my hair is wet. We just got out of the shower and I thought, oh, I don't wanna be all buggy, so we'll take the Jeep. So I did. And then driving just to the cabin right there, literally right there, I'm gonna be all buggy again. Perfect. I've got 3 lug nuts missing. I hear a tkunk, 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 and I look out and I'm like, I only have 5 lug nuts. 3 fell off and I found one. Holy shit. Like, where did they all go? Why me and why us and why now? Of all things. Ah, Lord. If nothing else could go worse, TJ broke his Jeep on the first day, guys, within the first 2 hours. So if this is making more sense to you now, those are locking lug nuts. We didn't think we had any. And we're in the middle of nowhere. Holy shit. Like, we could have lost a tire on the highway. I'm not even kidding you. Let me show you what's up. So we have the 2 top ones that he's working on right now. And then we have the one side one down below. But guess what? Those 2 other ones, gone. And that one at the bottom was the one that fell off. So what the is going on? You haven't seen it all till you've seen it all. Right there, guys. I'm actually standing by the bathrooms. Don't judge me. So we have made it to the wolf caves, and there is so many rigs here. Like, there's so many more over here. We're actually way back in here, and then there's more rigs back there. And then I've never seen bathrooms in a storage container. What a freaking awesome idea. At the storage container in the women's bathroom, this is what it looks like. So you have 3 stalls and then the shower right here. That's awesome. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but this is their little get up to wash your hands outside. And this little bolt that's how you run the water. Watch. It's the little things. Now that's the office. Way up there, if you can see that in that building. Apparently they got a new building. So we are so freaking excited. I'm going to show you around the grounds because it is absolutely gorgeous. So you walk out the cabin door and you have these little things right here. And you're right by the lake. Is that pretty? So in this lake there's turtles, and we found out later when we woke up one day and saw them sitting on the stumps out there. It was so cool. Outside our little cabins, we are by this little pond. It's so cute. Let me show you. So you walk out our cabin door. I still have to sleep. That's okay though. Oh man. But there's so many rigs here. Check this out, guys. As I walk by them, I'll show you. We haven't met a couple people last night. Look how many rigs there are here. There's so many more rigs on the other side of this deal too. Crazy. So Wolf Caves has 5 cabins, if I'm correct. We are in cabin number 4, and they are nice. They are situated. There's 3 over by the pond, and then they have, I think there's 2 more. So you have this one, and then you have that one, which is closer to the entrance of the park. And then obviously the rest of these areas are either RV stop areas, or like tenting areas. So crazy. This is just, it's so green in Texas, where you'd think it would be desert. Which it's also very humid. Thinking about rating on the trails right now. This is Kurt, the owner.
Like rear steer, all line, only type trail. You'd want to have to be able to make sharp turn and all that. That definitely don't turn sharp.
So he's talking about the trails right now.
Awesome, yeah, we're excited to be here for the next few days.
Heck yeah, thank you, Kurt. You rock. All right, you guys, as you're looking at this map, I just want to kind of explain things. The trails go from blue as the easiest, white, green, I think, yellow, red, and then purple, which is rear steer. So that's how the trail ratings go here. It's a massive map. This park is very large if you know how to get to all of them. So yeah, it's pretty cool.